Hi, I'm Dr Sunni, and as part of the Cannock Can Eat Well project, I'm inviting you to join me for dessert. This challenge is all about the indulgence of chocolate cake, but in a mug. So I'm going to show you a really easy chocolate cake to make using a mug and a microwave. So this can be made at any time you feel you have a sweet pang, a dish that you can use with ingredients that you may already have to hand. So let's make this really quick cake together. You're going to need a mug, a 1/4 cup of plain flour, okay, so plain white flour. If you have wholemeal, that's great as well. That adds a little bit more fiber and protein, whatever flour you have. If you're gluten intolerant or you follow a gluten-free diet, ground almonds or almond flour or gluten-free flour can be used as well. To that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. There's some dark chocolate chips here as well. And you'll notice that there's something grainy looking here, which is a little bit of salt, just a pinch. So the 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder go into the mix, as will the cocoa nibs as well. Now just give that a mix. Now to this we're going to add some baking powder. So a 1/4 teaspoon is all you need. Give that a good stir. Let's now add the wet ingredients. So to this, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of milk. So any milk of your choice. I'm using soya milk here to halfway, essentially. Okay, so once you've got to halfway of that mug, you know you've got a 1/4 cup. In addition to that, we're going to add a little bit more flavoring. So I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So that goes in. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey or maple syrup. Use the amount that you feel is going to be best for your sweet tooth. Some people may choose to have less. Try not to go above the 2. And then finally, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And now what we're going to do is give that a good stir. We want to try and get rid of most of the lumps. So that is now pretty much well stirred through. Remember, we've got the dark chocolate chips in there, so you're going to get the lumps of the dark chocolate, but just make sure you haven't got any of the cocoa or flour lumps. If you've got some fresh berries or even frozen, just add a few in there. So here I've got some black currants and some cherries, again that were frozen. Give that a stir through, and the beautiful thing is those berries are going to burst and start becoming a bit caramelly while they're cooking. So that's the batter done. You'll start noticing it starting to bubble in certain parts. That's because the bicarbonate of soda, that baking powder, started to work. So we know this is going to rise. I quite like a spongy texture to my cake, so it's not as firm. So if you'd like, what we're going to do is you can put some cling film over the mug. And you're going to cook that for 2 minutes first. And that will actually create that steam. So it's almost like a steam pudding. Then we're going to take the cling film off 2 minutes after and just let that cook off a little bit more. Now remember, microwaves all vary in power and how good they are as well. So the good thing to do is after the 2 minutes is just check your cake by putting a knife through the center of that cake, and if it comes out clean, you know that that's cooked through. Some people may like a fudgy, like a fondant chocolate texture. Remember, because there's no eggs in this, you can actually eat this if it is slightly uncooked. Okay, so that will now go into the microwave. So we've had the 2 minutes, we're going to have a look at it and if it needs any longer. So when we open it, you can see actually you've already got the cakey texture and the steam's coming off. So let's do the knife test first, okay? It's coming out just a little bit wet. You do like a fondant, almost like that sticky toffee pudding texture. This is perfect. If you want it a little bit longer, then this is the 30 seconds. So that's the 30 seconds additional. You can see it's still rising, and that now is clean. But that is your chocolate mug cake. So as part of the challenge, I hope you enjoy this dessert, mugs up, and really enjoy this chocolate cake. Thank you so much, and let us know how you get on by cooking your own cake at home with the kids, with anybody you want, or as your own little selfish treat.